Well, hello there. Welcome y'all back down to Big Dick's Diner. Real excited, a little nervous, but real excited. We're gonna take our first crack at a gumbo, and let me tell you, I like gumbo. I like spicy food, so I'm excited to be making this today. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but we'll learn a little something, and we'll tweak it, and we'll make it again down the road, and hopefully it'll be even better next time. Who knows? So here we're gonna take a look at our ingredients real quick. We've got scrimps, we've got chicken, we've got the andouille sausage, we've got our Cajun seasoning, we've got red peppers, green peppers, we've got celery, we've got parsley, we've got flour, we've got canola oil, we've got some chicken broth, and we've got some onion powder because Big Dick don't like onions. But as a change of pace today, we got this ingredient here, which wasn't in the original recipe. And you know Big Dick, he likes big flavor. So what we did was we got a rotisserie chicken is where we got the chickens from. We pulled a little bit of that skin off, we diced it up. I think we're gonna get some real nice flavor out of that chicken skin. So we're gonna try putting that in there as well. Unlike the recipe that I'm gonna provide in the description, I'm a big believer that gumbo needs to be a slow cook. We gotta simmer. We gotta really bring that flavor. So we're gonna change the recipe up a little bit. Rather than cooking it in a short time, which 5 to 7 minutes is what the recipe essentially calls for. What it really comes down to is the roux. The roux takes approximately 45 minutes to get going, and then you have to cook the meats. Um, we're gonna do all that, but rather than finish it off in 5 to 7 minutes, at the end, we're gonna slow simmer that. We're gonna do it for about 2 to 3 hours. We're gonna slowly add the broth. We're gonna bring that flavor along real nice and real slow. We're not gonna rush anything here because Big Dick takes his time, and hopefully it'll pay off in the long run. We're using our brand new Dutch oven today, cast iron. We gotta remember when we're using cast iron and we're taking the top off, we gotta remember to use that glove. So we're gonna switch over to the stove. We're gonna get this roux going. All right, now we're gonna go with our rice cooker here. If you don't have a rice cooker, I highly recommend it. I don't know how much rice you guys eat, but it's very simple. You put your water in, you put your rice in, and you're good to go. We are going white rice. We gotta hit white rice. When you close the lid, boom, and it'll cook it for you. I don't make a lot of white rice. When I do make it, it's super easy. It comes down to clean up. It's super easy to clean up. And if you're making fried rice, it's super easy too because you can do the rice right here. Throw it in your wok, add a little soy sauce, some vegetables and stuff like that, and you're good to go. We're gonna just check back in on the stove. All right, we got our rice done here. We're gonna take her out, and we're gonna plate. All right, we got our rice, we got our gumbo, and we'll be back in a flash. All right, so I don't know if y'all can see this, but she's a little stewier, a little mushier than maybe I would have liked. But I don't hate the color, and I love the smell. If I'm being honest with you, a little peppery, but over the last since I've started this cooking journey, I've started to really enjoy the peppers a little bit. So I'm kind of excited about it, to be honest with you. So to reiterate, what would I do different? I've got to do some research on the roux. We've got to get a little bit darker. We've got to get a little closer to chocolate color rather than a darker peanut butter. I would add the meats last, and I guess it's not a long cook. I was hoping for this to be a long cook to really incorporate the flavors over time, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like the time you're spending is to create that perfect roux, and then you just kind of flash add those flavors over the course of about 10 minutes. Sausage, broth, vegetables, all of that, and then the proteins added at the end. So I added the proteins a little early. I imagine they're going to be a little mushy. The consistency's not perfect, but I have to do further research on this. This looks very stewy, but maybe it is a southern stew. I thought it'd be a little clearer. Thought it'd be a little more brothy, but we'll do some research on it before we attempt this again. I know a lot of y'all are worried about Martine. I don't have any answers for you if I'm being honest. Maybelline not returning my calls. I sent my man Gooch over there today. to try and get some answers. He hasn't come back yet. Um, for those of you wondering, Gooch is my carrier pigeon, my number two carrier pigeon. He flew a message out there. I was hoping I'd get a response. He hasn't come back yet. Maybelline's not the nicest lady, so it worries me a little bit, but he is instructed to stay there for a full 24 hours before coming back, so he might be sitting waiting at her door to deliver that message. I'm hoping that's the case. Gooch is a real good friend. Let me tell you what. We're gonna go try this gumbo and see what happened. I told you the changes that I think I would have made. The hit the like and the subscribe button and all that rigmarole. The recipe will be in the description, along with a couple changes I made. I did add a whole bunch of spices because you know Big Dick likes that big flavor. So we added a couple of spices for sure. Old Bay, cayenne, garlic powder. Garlic powder and onion powder were in the recipe. Obviously, I don't like to add those vegetables, but I do the powders all the time, so they were in there. We added the gold, we added the Old Bay, we added the cayenne. We did a little bit of Worcestershire. We did a little bit of Old Bay. So we'll see what happens. But everyone enjoy their night, day. I don't know what time you're watching this video, frankly. But if I had a couple words to leave you with, it would be Gooch come home.